20 faces in everyday objects. Pareidolia. This is where you see faces or familiar patterns in everyday objects where, well, they don't actually exist. But they do. These things all look like faces to us. Does that mean we have pareidolia? Who knows, and who cares? We found these fun and exciting, and some a bit creepy as well. We hope you enjoyed them as much as we did. This is Faces in Everyday Objects. Number 20. Shady Boxes. Take a look at these sketchy, obviously up to no good boxes. They really look like they're planning something, maybe even plotting. And they probably are. A lot of offices, if that's where these are, can get pretty mundane. And one can develop a resentment, especially if you're a box. People just shove stuff inside you, send you off, and then more people violently remove the material inside you without any regard for your happiness. Plotting boxes. We kinda don't blame them. Number 19. Aww. While some may see this as a regular old scooter, those who are more in tune with seeing the world as it actually is will see a cute little frog face. This frog scooter looks so happy just to be alive, and able to exist and be used, and it's so darn adorable. This cute little fella gets to play Frogger every single day of his life, and he apparently couldn't be happier about it. It's nice to see a friendly, smiling face in a world that breeds so much hatred. Thank you, Frog. You brighten up our day. Number 18. Pots on pot? What are these pots so happy about? They cannot find it fun to have a fire lit underneath them until they overheat like a mother goose? Mother goose. Well, we suspect that the name of the pot has something to do with their current state of satisfaction with their little pot lives. Just look at their droopy eyes and their smug, knowing smiles. It's as they think if no one's onto them. We are pots, we are. Number 17. Uh-oh. What is this wall bearing witness to? Hopefully not something too bad, like a beatdown in the streets, some kind of human napping, or even worse, a group of guys with no freestyle skills attempting to freestyle. Whatever it is, we just hope that being a witness isn't going to cost this wall. It looks seriously shocked at what's ever going on, and if it were able, we'd tell it to look away. Too bad it can't. They know where to find you all. You're not going anywhere. Number 16. Mad Ol' Mop. We love the luscious hair on this here mop. It's just radiant and flowing, blondish/greenish hair. If you think that long, beautiful locks like this would be enough to keep anyone happy, think again. You may want to ask this mop why it's so angry. Why so studious? But it seems quite apparent as to why. It's a mop. This thing gets its face dunked in cleaner water, and then someone drags it across dirty floors and bathrooms and all other kinds of places, just to clean stuff up. Yeah, we'd be pretty mad too. Number 15. Total shock. We don't know what this driver is doing, or what they have, or what have you, but we do know that this car is in total shock. It's in such shock that its eyes are glowing brightly, almost as if its brain is about to burst forth and explode from the trauma of seeing whatever it is it's seen. Poor car. And it's stuck with the driver for an unspecified amount of time as well. So, no matter if this car doesn't like what it sees, it has to live with it, and cannot tell a soul. At least not to our understanding. Number 14. Giggle. So, we don't really know if this is like a haha giggle, or more of like a moo-ha-ha-ha giggle. But judging by the look on the house's face, it's definitely the latter giggle, and depending on the capabilities of this place, it may not be good for us. It's even trying to cover its mouth with one hand. Sketch. Number 13. Aw, little sparkles. We're not gonna lie here, these are the most eager and happy little lighters we've probably ever seen. If we saw this here little arrangement at a store, we'd probably jump when we looked down and saw all of these tiny happy faces staring back at us. Why are they so happy? Well, their lives revolve around spewing forth flames like a dragon and keeping people feeling fulfilled and happy. Who wouldn't be happy in doing that for others? Number 12. Hate on it. Well, look at this. This is something we see every day, or we did once upon a time. Do you see it? It's glorious and beautiful, isn't it? An everyday object with a face. A clock face. We think we're pretty funny. Alright, we're moving on. Number 11. School is fun. Oh boy, do you remember those kids who were always so happy to be in school and so ready and eager to learn? Well, this is what those kids would look like if they were a chair. Look at how excited this chair is to be wherever it is. We're guessing it's a school chair, given the pen, pencil, calculator, and whatever that red thing is. The chair is so elated and full of excitement, and should serve as an inspiration for feelings towards knowledge that we should all feel. Number 10. Nobody calls me chicken. Take a look at this church. It looks just like a chicken. Not to be confused with Church's chicken. That's an entirely different thing and entity in itself. But wow, we wonder if the builders of this place knew what they were creating when they were creating it. We surely think that they had to have some sort of idea, considering that there are totally 2 eyes, a beak, and even some little baby wings popping out of the sides. Cute for a church. Number 9. Stoked on a view. No, we don't think that this here binocular device enjoys watching the famous talk show, but we do believe that it enjoys whatever it's looking out upon and enjoys sharing that view with many. It's like a person that loves their job, even when they do it day in and day out. This little guy is just excited to show you what's out there, and for you to have a look through its eyes. How many objects can really let you see things from their perspective? Number 8. Blub blub blub. Hey, you fishy, what you doing? Now, doesn't this, sleeve look just like a fish? It's got a nice button eye, a cool little zipper mouth, and a pinkish red inside mouth color. But in fact, it's just a sleeve. Or not. But whatever it is, it doesn't matter. The fact that this thing looks just like a piranha is what matters. It's always fun finding faces in random things. Just be careful and make sure that this thing doesn't eat your arm off. Just kidding. Piranhas aren't quite what everyone thinks. Go ahead and Google it. Number 7. Oh, a classic. We all know that there's most definitely a face in light switches. There's barely anyone on Earth that hasn't seen one of these things and observed the face for themselves. The oh-so-familiar shocked or scared or surprised face shows up in homes all across the United States. The outlets look different elsewhere, at least in some places, so it's no surprise that we decided to put this on our list. It's always fun when your brain decides to see outlets as little faces and not just an outlet. It's like seeing an old friend that's trapped in your house forever. Number 6. Looking like aliens. Here's another pretty familiar face, and this time it's for everyone, not just certain countries. Introducing our friends, the USB. Wow, doesn't this almost look like a pack of creepy aliens instead of friendly little plugins? It's amazing how much differently you begin to see things when you get them together in their own small gang instead of looking at them individually. They don't typically look that intimidating or creepy on their own, but in a group, they look like some creepy beings you'd find wandering around the woods at 2 in the morning, trying to find the right person to abduct and experiment on. Yikes. Number 5. Whoa there. Alright, first things first. Well, actually, this is just the first thought we had when we saw this strange roof staring at us. Doesn't this look like some weird Illuminati all-seeing rooftop? Can you imagine waking up in the morning, pulling up your blinds, and having this staring back at you? We think this may be a cause for moving to a new home, one where you won't always be judged by your neighbor's house. Those eyes totally look intentional. Like the builder said, hey, this house is watching you, and we want everyone to know it. Number 4. Yeah, drunk octopus. Hey, this coat hanger looks just like, well, what we already just said, a drunk octopus. But don't take our word for it. Take the word of the person who captioned the coat hanger with a Sharpie. It is quite perfect though. The caption in the octopus hanger, that is. This thing is googly-eyed and ready to duke it out. It almost reminds us of Brad Pitt in Snatch. And if you've ever seen that movie, you'll definitely know that this isn't the type of boxer that you want to be fighting. This guy looks like he's got some pretty good reach too. And if it were a real life octopus, no thank you, sir. We'll just take a seat over here and let you do you. Number 3. Hey, your friend. Now, you may have seen this one before, or you may be trying to see this for the first time. It does take a second for the mind to adjust to seeing it, but once you do, it cannot be unseen. It looks like some crazy prehistoric dinosaur or like some strange, yet again prehistoric bird. Just take a look at those chompers. Can you imagine if these pliers were 100 times the size and that they were chasing you around to make a snack out of you? No thank you. Number 2. Halloween Asteroid. This here creepy looking skull is actually an asteroid, and is commonly known as a Halloween asteroid by many. Its scientific name is 2015 TB145, and it passes by Earth every once in a while. It was first observed relatively close to Earth, within 5.9 million miles, on October 29, 1923. Then it passed 302,000 miles away from Earth on Halloween of 2015. And it will next pass pretty close on November 1st, 2088. And while this isn't an everyday object, its face is a random object. And it's spooky. Number 1. Squidward. We're gonna close this thing up with the most relatable SpongeBob character for adults. We once found him annoying and hated how he hated on SpongeBob, Patrick, Mr. Krabs, and everyone else. But hey, now that we're older, he's pretty darn relatable. You may have seen something like this on a plane, on the seat in front of you, holding up your tray table. But hey, doesn't it look just like the most irritable cartoon character you know? The nose is pretty close and makes the whole thing work out. But it may not do so once you need a place for your drink to sit. Yep, it's official, we all have pareidolia. Were you able to see all of the faces, or are you just ordinary and not psychologically unsound? If you happen to enjoy the video, throw it a like, tell us what you saw in the comments, and subscribe to our channel for great content all the time. Thanks for watching.